Thoughts are things. Law number 6 in the universal laws is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Hello again, everybody. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. And today, we're going to go over the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And before I do that, I'd like to give a shout out to positive-thinking-toolbox.com, from whom most of this information has been stolen. All right, so let's get started. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy states that all energy that is in motion will eventually appear in the physical form. What we think about, we bring about. This law is not biased, it doesn't judge, it does not play favorites. This universal law states that whatever you spend your time thinking about, whatever you dwell on, whatever you worry about, will eventually appear in the physical form. This law can be a little bit tricky though, because it doesn't judge your thoughts, it simply acts upon them. Once again, the laws of the universe don't make judgments. There's no good or bad acts. If you think to yourself, boy, I wish I had a lot of money, but then you think, but it can't really happen, this law will respond to both of your thoughts. And what I mean by that is, one thought cancels out the other. This law of transmutation of thought into the physical form is strongest when our thoughts are consistent. Once again, singleness of purpose, burning desire. We get thousands of thoughts, 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. So it's impossible for all of our thoughts to be transmuted into the physical form. Our minds are very powerful, and because of this, it will discard the thoughts that are not important or random, or thoughts that are not congruent with your beliefs. If you want to be abundant and you think how good it would be to have a lot of money, but your beliefs about money are that money doesn't grow on trees or money is the root of all evil, then your mind will discard that thought that it would be good to have a lot of money. Why? Well, it's because you have spent many years telling yourself that money doesn't grow on trees and that it's the root of all evil. So that's what your mind believes to be true, and the thought that having a lot of it would be good is a contradiction to those beliefs. Now, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy responds to the most dominant thoughts in our minds. The thoughts of our minds constitutes to be important are those thoughts that are, once again, consistent. When we worry, we continually bombard our minds with that of which we're worried about. So those thoughts will be the most dominant, and presto, those are the thoughts that are manifested. Now, if you're not happy with what you're manifesting, then it's up to you to change your dominant thoughts to those things that you do want and not the things that you don't want. Now, that takes time and practice. Like anything else, if you want to be good at something, you've got to practice. You've spent years focusing on what you don't want, so don't expect your thoughts to change overnight. Now, it's been said that it takes 30 days or so to change a habit or to create a new one. The same applies to your thoughts. You must hold the thought of the thing you want for a minimum of 30 days to change a belief. Now, in changing your thoughts or belief, there's a 3-to-1 ratio, meaning if you want to change your beliefs, you need to think of 3 positive things every time you have one negative thought. Also, it's known that a thought that you can hold in your mind for 17 seconds will attract another similar thought. So think of what you want and hold that thought for 17 seconds and try to do that 3 times each time you think of that which you don't want, the negative thought. Now, because of the law of perpetual transmutation of energy responds to the dominant thoughts in our minds, you need to make sure the dominant thoughts in your mind are those thoughts that you want to manifest. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going to give you a list of things that you can do to bombard your mind with new thoughts and make them the dominant thoughts in your head, thus putting the law of perpetual transmutation of energy to work for you. Step 1, by repeating positive affirmations. I will be the best dad Eli could possibly have. Using visualization techniques, seeing myself, seeing Eli performing and walking across the stage with the diploma, right? You get the idea here. Creating a vision board. Okay, take your thoughts and make them physical. Put them on a vision board so you can see them, so you can feel them. Read some inspirational quotes. Get your mind going in a positive direction. Read positive books. I've mentioned a number of books. Of course, the first book that anybody needs to read is Think and Grow Rich. All right, that's the blueprint. All right, but from there's other tremendously good authors that we have out there. I like Simon Sinek. I like Anthony Robbins. I forget the name of the pastor. He's very, very good. Irrefutable Laws of this or that. He's very, very good. That would be somebody. I mean, there are lots of good authors out there, and there's lots of good videos and tapes and so on. So, I mean, 95% of the people out there are going to be negative. Don't fill your head with their thoughts. Fill your head with the thoughts of the 5%ers. John Maxwell, he's the one, all right? John Maxwell, outstanding. Listen to positive music. Here's a key. Act as if you already have that which you desire. See yourself with the end result. Feel what you would feel if you had that already. And most importantly, be grateful for the good things you have in your life. Because when you send out that vibe of gratefulness, the universe wants to bestow more good things for you. So remember, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, it's not biased. It responds to your thoughts, and it doesn't care what those thoughts are. It's up to you to make sure that your thoughts are producing the results that you desire. The law explains that the creative process and at the non-physical level of life, your thoughts are always moving into physical form. The physical level of life is the manifestation of the non-physical. So number one, with your thoughts, you build an idea in your conscious mind. Number two, the ideas stir an emotion in your subconscious mind. Third, emotions are expressed with and through the body. And number four, the body is moved into action, which produces the results. Now, once again, I want to thank, and let me make sure I have it here because these are very good people, positive-thinking-toolbox.com. Once again, most of this material was stolen from them. It's good stuff, all right? You constantly want to be feeding your head from different angles, from different paradigms, and I was able to come across this particular website, and they have some really good things on there, so I recommend that you take a look at it, okay? All right, anyway, we've gone through 6 of the universal laws, and once again, the virtue of going over these laws is that once you understand them and you can put them into practice, it gives you certainty in your actions, that you know you're doing the right thing. And because we will never end a meeting on a philosophical note, let's get out there and charge! I'm Eli's dad.